Welcome back, all. Comics Crypt coming at you again with another haul video. This is going to be a pretty big one. I'm going to start off with some new comic book day pickups, but then I had several mail calls over the last week. I get from Facebook group, comics book group on Facebook, a yard sale, and a couple local pawn slash thrift stores. And last couple books are going to be some pretty nice ones. So anyways, let's start out. Again, if you like the content, hit the like, subscribe, hit the notification button so you know when I pop up another video. And let's get into it. Like I said, this one's going to be a long one. So first off, I've been slowly getting together the Simpsons Treehouse of Horror individual issues. Well, now they're starting to come out with this omnibus. There's going to be 3 volumes, and I got the first volume, so I'm not sure how many issues are in this one right now. I haven't opened it up yet, but it's real nice. It's die cut, and this glows in the dark, and it comes in this nice sleeve. There you go. So yeah, it's number 1. Doesn't, like I said, I don't know. It doesn't really say how many different issues are in here, but yeah, very nice. I had to pick that up. And right here it says the first of 3 volumes reprinting every Simpsons Treehouse of Horror comic book ever published, plus bonus material, and also glow-in-the-dark cover. I love me some glow-in-the-dark covers. So that's that. Set this bad boy aside. Get into the new comic book day pickups. New Mutants 28. This was mainly a cover buy. You got Magic. You got Madam Pryor. I guess that's who that is. I haven't really followed up on a new story. And of course you got Bondage. You got 2 women. Okay, YouTube censors. You got a little bit of underboob. But anyways, like I said, it was a cover buy. And then you got Ghost Rider. Vengeance Forever. This was, I believe, the retailer's incentive. And this is the variant. I don't remember the artist. I want to say Tan, but I don't think it was Tan. Then, Immortal Red Sonja, as Beauty Comics would say, that is just a beautiful cosplayer. Again, strictly cover buy. Then this is the Harley Homage cover. This is issue 20. I guess this is supposed to be the homage to Batgirl. And then The Mandalorian, issue 2. This is a variant edition. And then the TV edition. And then the main cover, which I have 2 more. I'm going to send one to each of my daughters. Then where I get my books at, he got in a nice collection, and it had some of these Spider-Girl issues in, and this is Spider-Girl. I'm trying to complete this run, but he had a couple of the black suit, which I think 74 is the big one if I remember correctly. But this is just a beautiful white cover with the black suit, which if Friends ever does a signing, I may send this in for a signing. We got 75, 76. I just love how she's swinging by that big glass, and you got the black suit and the classic red and blue suit. And 78. Did not have a 77, which I think I already have. So that was my new comic book days at my local pickup. my local LCS. Now, let's get into the fun. I got a stack of books here. Huge stack of books. Let's see if I got these separated out. Yeah, here we go. All right, here we go. Let's see these first. I think 2 books are from Stephen Wise. His Elvira House of Mystery #5. It's an Elvira run I am trying to complete. Plus, it's also a bondage cover. It is a little one. It's probably a fine VG plus fine. Spine is pretty beat up, but trying to get this run put together, and then once I get the run all put together, then I'll try to start upgrading copies. You do not see them very often. Wolverine, Old Man Logan, 67. And then 68. I should have really wrote down, there's some significance to these. And then Batman 10, or Superman Batman Adventures 10. Just a beautiful Michael Turner cover. That's just, I like how he drew the Wonder Woman on this, and that was strictly a cover by as well. And then these next several books are going to be from Ben Rodriguez. Ultimate X-Men 7, just a beautiful Psylocke cover from, looks like the artist is Case. I'm going to have to look into some more of this person's artwork and see, but that is a very beautiful cover. And then we got, like I said, I'm doing my Spider Girl, so here is issue 7, issue 8. I got to really get onto my CLZ and get some of this stuff into the system so I know what I need. Because my memory's just not like it used to be anymore. Then we got Dark Reign, the Cabal. This is the first appearance of Crosta in I cannot talk today. An Atlantean is in here. So with the whole Black Panther 2 and Namor, and you never know with these Atlanteans if anyone's going to be significant, just like with the Skrulls and the what is it, Secret Invasion coming up. You find them on the cheap side, pick them up. You just never know. And again, if this is something that turns out to be something, it's going to be one of these books that I'll end up selling to fund, like I say, find more Spider Girls or to fund something else. You can't always just collect everything, even though you would like to. You got to try and make the hobby pay for itself. So, picked up some clandestine issues. Issues 2, issues 3, and issue 12, the last issue. So I know I have an issue 1, and I have a couple other issues. Just trying to put this set together while they're still cheap. Apparently, I guess the Miss Marvel is probably going to be getting a second season, so we'll probably see more of Clandestine, and who knows, they may end up going up for more. And then I can get the whole set together and I can unload the set and, again, help fund the hobby. Let's see. Oh, yeah, number 2 was the... Let me show it. It's been a long day at work. Been doing 10-hour days and I am dead tired, but I want to get this video out. Number 2 is actually the first full appearance of Adam Clandestine. And like I said, 12 is the last issue. These next several are coming from Travis Tamman. It's going to be a lot of horror and stuff in this one here. I've really been starting to focus more on bronze horror. Like I want to try and do all the Weird War Tales, a lot of the Marvel, DC bronze horror. So that's what I'm going to try to start steering my focus on to more. Pick up stuff like this, like I said, to help pay for this. I still have my ones in Marvel, like Spider-Girl and some of the other ones I'm going to try and put together. But anyways, I digress. Werewolf Tales, number 13 and number 81. And that 13 is a very beautiful Bronze Age book. Got a few, I would fine plus. And we got from Marvel, Chamber of Darkness number 1. It is definitely a good, very good. It's got a lot of issues on it, but it's number 1. Slowly put this one together. And then Where Creatures Roam number 1. This is a better copy than this one, so I would say this is probably fine, maybe possibly very fine if you cleaned and pressed it. Which is something I'm going to try and start experimenting with this winter when I have more time. And then Creatures on the Loose number 10. This is the first full King Call. So I thought that was pretty interesting. Then we got Crypt of Shadows number 7. Again, another beautiful Bronze Age, and definitely mid-high grade. And then the last one from him, Adventures into Fear 23. Not anything real big significant. It's just part of the, so what, this is the second or third of Morbius in this title. But it's one, again, I'm slowly starting to put this one together as well. Alright, there's that stack. On to the next. Alright. These next couple are coming from B&B Comics. Everyone should be familiar with this one. This little blemish, I gotta change the bag out. That's where there's a sticker on that. Matter of fact, do that now while I'm thinking about it. But ASM 347, Newsstand, that Macbeth homage. Always love this book. I have a direct, so now I got the Newsstand. It's actually not in too bad a shape. It's got a few spine ticks, so I would say it's probably fine, very fine. Yeah, you can see it more on here. I'm going to go with the fine. Could still use it clean in a press. So, of course, you know the press won't do anything for the spine ticks, but there's a few indents and some imperfections. It'll make it colors pop a little bit more. And then the next book is Superior Carnage number 1. I have several more issues of Superior Carnage in my boxes buried somewhere. So I know this was only, I want to say maybe a 10-issue run. I should probably have most of these issues, with including the annual. And then G.I. Joe number 1. This is from the Silent Option miniseries. Just a beautiful Greg Horn cover. I'm not sure if this is the female Snake Eyes or if this might be Jinx. I'm not sure, but I saw that on his auction or sale actually, and I was like, oh yeah, Greg Horn, that's a beautiful cover. Got to get it. All right, these next several are going to come from Rick Heil. Forbidden Worlds number 129. Magic Man. I think this might be second or third appearance of this, I think, of him. I have a few other one of these. I just thought it was neat. It was at a good price. I think I only paid maybe $2 for it. Then we have some Conan the Barbarian Newsstands. This does got a few spine ticks on it, but otherwise than that, it's a very high grade newsstand at $246, $254. It's a really nicer copy, and $255. Again, these higher ends you get towards the end of the run, which was, I want to say $260 if my memory serves me correctly. So these are harder and harder to find, especially in newsstands. Speaking of newsstands, an X-Men #1 newsstand, and somewhere in this pile coming up from another place, I have another X-Men #1 newsstand. Go for the longest time, and I find these X-Men #1s, they're all direct, and then all of a sudden within a week and a half's worth of time, I get 2 newsstands, different covers. So it's funny how things like that work. And then Darkhawk 35 newsstand. I have a couple of these in direct. This is my first newsstand. It is got some tanning down here. This would be a good candidate for to practice on the what is it? The bleed M and bleed O and hop, and I haven't got that far into that. I'm just doing the basic dry cleaning and stuff now. But if you guys haven't known, there's a Captain Mike's pressing. They have YouTube and Facebook, and he just put out another book, which I'm going to be getting to deal with stain removals and stuff, and it uses these several methods of the hop method and the bleed M and bleed O, and it has a lot to do with different natural chemicals and the light box and everything. So what I've been reading on it sounds really interesting. But yeah, it's going to be really interesting once I get that into that part of it. But I think this will be a good candidate for it. Chamber of Darkness #2. You saw I had a Chamber of Darkness #1. Alright. These next couple books are from another LCS in Middletown, PA. Comics Corner. He was actually having a 50% off of everything but new books and supplies sale going on. He does usually weekly, sometimes bi-weekly sales on Facebook. And so I picked some books up from this, and these are all, I paid 50% off of the pricing, so I got some good prices. Sonic the Hedgehog #63. Got some dirt issues there, and up through here it might be even staining, so this might be another one I use the practice with the bleed and hop methods, but just chipping away at this Sonic run too. They know I'm into the Wildstorm horror stuff, and I never saw this one before, so Wildstorm Chamber of Horrors, heck yeah, I think they won it for 50% off, so I got it for $2. Secret Wars variant #3, like a homage to, I believe it's Captain America. Jeez, I want to say Annual 8, but I'm pretty sure it was an annual that had Wolverine and Captain America fighting like this, and it's pretty neat. This is like a Patriot Captain America, and I want to say possibly Rebel Wolverine. I'm not sure, but it's interesting. Nice cover. Werewolf by Night #1, the variant cover. I think this is part of that Native American month that they did different covers for, and I'm still hoping that the Disney Plus Halloween special is still on, because it's supposed to have Werewolf by Night and some of these other different monsters, hopefully setting up for like a Legions of Monsters or what's the, I want to say Sons of Darkness, but I don't think that's right. Again, like I said, I can't think straight right now. It's been up too long. Homeland #2. I had picked up a #1 at a flea market several months ago. So there's #2. And if I remember correctly, and I did not write it down, I think the Homeland ran for 5 issues. So I'm going to try and get these. Anything Dungeons and Dragons lately is really been picking up, and there'll be another Dungeons and Dragons type book later on. And then Cyber Frog #1. Nice Harris comic. Don't often see this book anymore. Again, this was, I think I paid $12, so half off. So it was like 24 and I got for 12. This was 30, I got for 15. This was one of the auctions. He ran, I think the last one he ran for that night. And I got it. I got this up for $50 at the end. I threw in the last couple seconds, $50 bid, and I won it. I'm really surprised. It's a very beautiful copy. It got a few indents that do not break color, so these will easily press out. Nice square corners. The pages are nice and white. The colors pop. So this would definitely be one that would benefit from a clean and press. If I send it to be graded, I don't know. I got several of these now. And this is the bluish cover. I've got one that the blues kind of were lighter during printing, so it looks more purple. And Moon Knight supposedly is going to be getting a second season, so hang on to those Moon Knight books, and we still be a chance to turn around and make some money on these things. And the last book I got from him is this beautiful Clayton Crane Spider-Man Annual 1 variant edition. This was from, I want to say, the Boston Expo Con, but it's a Spider-Man Annual 1, but it's the whole storyline is a Peter Porker storyline. So if Clayton Crane does a CGC signing, I very well may send this in. I think this would look neat with his Infinity signature. You know, the red, white, and blue right here. But let's get this on. That's those. Like I said, this is going to be a long one. Put these over here. Alright, these next couple books are going to be from a yard sale I went to on Friday. This is the Volume 3 of Masters of the Universe from Image. This is cover C, which is the gold foil. I want to say the retailer's incentive, I believe. And this also has the preview of Invincible in it. So I was very, very happy to get this in this collection. And then now we are into, is this, yeah, this is number 2 of Volume 3. Now we're into Volume 4. This is cover A, number 1, and number 4. This is a really sick looking cover. Number 5. Then he also had the Masters of the Universe Icons of Evil. These were all one-shots, and they had them all but Trapjaw. So I'm going to have to be on the lookout for Trapjaw. So you got Icons of Evil Merman. And you have Triclops. And Beastman. Like I said, I just need the Trapjaw, and then I'll have them all. And this is what really brought me into going up to this yard sale, because when they posted on Marketplace, I saw these, and this is a run I am very much trying to get together. This only ran 6 issues, or 7 issues, 6, 7 issues. So they had issue 1. I didn't even see this one in there. I saw issues 2 and issue 5. So I just need 3, 4, 6, and 7. And I know I have a couple others buried in my boxes somewhere I picked up over the years. Alright, next books come from a little pawn shop type place in Bloomsburg called Main Street Video. I'm pretty sure that's the name of it, Main Street Video. But they have gaming systems and DVDs, comic books, cards, action figures, just a little bit of more like a collectible store. So, and Chris is a real nice guy, owner of that. So I go through there, and he cut me a really good price on these books. So I'll definitely be going back. But here we got Cable Volume 2. This is the Retailer Incentive 1 in 10 variant with Cable fighting Deadpool. Here's the other X-Men #1 Newsstand. Then you had X-Men 53, first appearance of Onslaught, a Newsstand. Then we got X-Force #8. And this is the first appearance of the actual Domino, not the copycat, the real Domino. And it's also the origin of Cable. And then number 11 is the first team appearance of Weapon Prime, which is, I think, this whole team. And the second appearance of the real Domino. And then 15 is just a classic Deadpool Cable fight. It just reminds me of how McFarlane drew Spider-Man, just that fighting pose Deadpool was in. Fortunately, they weren't newsstands, but X Factor 23, I've shown this in another video. This is the first full appearance of Angel as the Horseman of Death. 24 gets all the love because it's his second appearance, but first cover appearance. That one gets all the love. But this is a very nice copy. This one's direct. I think the one I showed before was a newsstand. No, that might have been a direct. That was from Ollie's. Web of Spider-Man 114. This is a newsstand. This is the first first cameo appearance of Ben Reilly, not in costume. Ben Reilly's supposed to be a thing in the next Into the Spider-Verse, so if you can find them for $1 or $2, most of these you can find. I think I paid $2, which the deal would end up being $1. Grab them. Never know. Like I said, find this stuff cheap. These cheap little specs. Hopefully, if they turn out, use them, sell them to fund the hobby. Silver Saber in the Wild Pack. I have a few of these before, but this is a newsstand. Nice high-grade copy of this. So I grabbed it. Shiny and embossed. Soviet Super Soldiers #1 newsstand. I don't know if this is a thing anymore or not. I know it was picking up because of the Black Widow movie, because of the Chrism Dynamo and his name, Red Agent, I guess. You got the Grizzly guy there. But I picked it up for $1. This I just picked up because I just thought it was a cool Terminator, which is Verminator, homage. So it's Pinky and the Brain, #3, Newsstand, which is a really cool looking cover. We got Batman and Robin Adventures #1, Newsstand. Needs a cleaning, but other than that, it's a real nice sharp copy. And then these last 2 books. Ren and Stimpy 43, Newsstand. Second to last issue. And then issue 44, the last issue, and it's a Newsstand. I was very happy to find these. Very happy. And then my last set of books was from another antique type place in Lemoyne. It's called Funky Finds and Grinds, and that owner, Chris, as well. So there, 2 Chris's own 2 different in collectibles type stores, and both great guys. Tales of Terror from Eclipse. This was a 13-issue series. I have some buried in my boxes that I picked up in, I'm going to say a year ago in a sale. Just trying to put this run together. I should have most of the issues now. But we got issue 3, issue 4, issue 5, issue 7, issue 8, issue 9, issue 10, issue 11. I know I have 1 and 2. I know I definitely have those. 6 I'm not sure about. And 12 and 13 I'm not sure about. And I'm sure some of these books I just showed, I'm pretty positive I've probably got dupes of them now. But I'll pick out the best ones, keep those, sell the rest. Fun to hobby. I'm going to stop saying that. You guys are probably sick of hearing that. Here's another one from Eclipse Comics. Like I said, I've really been getting into the horror stuff here lately. Nightmares #1. If I remember correctly, this was only a 2-issue series. They didn't have #2, but I'll find it eventually. And then Valkyrie Volume 2, 3-issue mini. They didn't have the Volume 1 mini, but it's not Dave Stevens' artwork, but it's very similar to what he had drawn in the Airboy issue. And the issue number escapes my mind. I want to say 10, but that was her very first appearance.